Not really. I lost my lights,
Oh
but I'm
no.
all good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's
No, it's back. Give it to the quarterback. No, we got the running back.
Well, look at this. Two of my favorite people in the world talking to each other.
Straight off the couch.
I mean, I would be stupid. I mean, this will be a soundbite
I'm
for
exhausted.
probably the next episode, but
Hey kids, it's Straight Off the Couch. Wild Card Weekend. Let's bring in my broadcast partner, the affable and effervescent Adam Weidel. Adam, how are you, buddy?
what a soundbite that was. I'll be stupid.
I've got a load.
I mean, I would be stupid. I mean, this will be a you got it on a soundbite sample.
I got it,
Probably
yeah,
the next
yeah.
episode, but
Yeah, I got it loaded on the sampler bank for you.
yeah, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. So,
So we've got a lot to talk about. So let's just jump
We
right
do.
in. Let's just jump right in. We had the Wild Card Weekend. Saturday's games were really, really good. How come I'm seeing?
12 teams entered, 6 went home.
No, it's showing me.
No,
Oh, I see what the problem is. I have the wrong year pulled up because I was wondering why the Vikings were in there.
Oh, the Vikings.
I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck, man? The Vikings should not be allowed there.
1978.
Now, here we go. That looks a little better. Saturday afternoon, the early window, we had the Rams and the Panthers. That was a really, really good football game, a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no shit. I didn't catch what the spread actually was. I know we talked about it last week, and I said it'd be between 6.5 and 8.5, but this is definitely not that. This game looked like the Rams might lose at one point.
It really did. It really, really did. The Panthers surprised a lot of people, including myself, with how well they played.
Yeah, I mean, for an 8-9 team, quite impressive. The Rams do end up pulling this one out and send the Panthers home 34-31 final score, but those Rams aren't looking like that team that we talked about.
But Puka Nacua, honestly, even though he's a wide receiver and he won't be, he should be in the conversation for league MVP.
It's the most valuable passer award. It's not a...
Unfortunately, yeah, like a running back. I think the last non-quarterback to win it was Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It always goes to a QB now.
But he's so dynamic. He's so unstoppable. He's such a good wide receiver. We'll get into this a little later. My fears about Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, but he actually kind of saved their ass.
Yeah, and to be honest, with Puka, he's been an impressive player ever since he entered the league. He hasn't had a bad season, and they're going to go up against defenses that know how to cover him.
I hope it's this weekend.
Anyway, Rams go on to the divisional round, and the Panthers go home. So we will not see any more Panthers for the rest of until next season.
And that brings us to the Saturday night game. Adam actually texted me about 3/4 of the way through the second quarter to check on me. Are you all right, buddy?
Yeah, it was. I don't recall what the score was. I think it was 21-3 at that point.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
There was a lot of football, so I can't remember exactly what the score was in each quarter, but I do know how the games went down. But I believe it was 21-3, and I was like, fuck, I hope Terry's okay. Packers were leading, obviously. I was like, fuck, I hope Terry's okay. And then I saw his straight off the couch update where he's just like, it's not looking very good for the beloved, but they're a second half team. And I was like, I hope that works out for him. And, I don't have to like give him a suicide hotline number or something to call.
Oh, I started off the day, I was wearing blue and orange. I had my living room lights. I have LEDs in the living room. I had American.
Yeah, you did the whole thing.
Yep. And I had those set up for blue and orange, and I was all set. Halftime, I went in the bedroom, I put on my pajamas and turned the lights to white.
Oh, you were waving the white flag.
I was like, yep, I'm done.
Oh my.
And then we got
Facial on the floor, total facial. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bears come back and they pulled it off and in really stunning fashion.
And you know what? Before you even like get into that, and I know like you like to spend a little more time on the Bears because they're your team, and I respect that. But how many times are us like regular NFL fans going to see the Bears pull out a like fourth quarter or overtime magical win? Because we've seen a lot of it this year.
7 times this season.
Yeah.
7 times this season he's come down in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Other than the 28-3 comeback a few years ago with the Patriots and the Falcons, this is the biggest comeback to win the game in playoff history.
Yeah.
Fun side note, the quarterback coach for the Atlanta Falcons during that game,
oh yeah.
Cram it up your cram hole, LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur. Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
So to keep us flowing here, the Bears end up moving on 31-27, end the Packers season in Chicago.
Were they sent to hell?
Worse, Wisconsin.
Yep.
Oh, little dogma plug in there. Oh, I know that movie really well.
Jordan Love in the first half looked unstoppable. He really did.
Oh, that team looked unbeatable, and like I think even LaFleur was interviewed at the end of the half and was like, "We got to finish the game. We know these guys can come back, but we got to keep our foot on the gas." Kind of like speech to the reporter, and well, how did that work out for you?
Well, yeah, the second half it was a matter of
Love stinks.
Yeah, love stinks. You know.
So the Bears. That defense, man, that defense came alive and really just kind of put a pep in the step of the offense, and everybody started playing all 3 phases of the game.
The stadium, Soldier Field, in the first half, you could hear a pin drop.
No, it's very quiet. A lot of Ditkas. I saw a lot of Ditkas.
And you know, I'm tired of that. That's a whole nother. We can do a whole podcast just on my feelings on that. But then the Packers missed that field goal to close out the second quarter, just before halftime, and then they had the first 3 and out. The punter didn't punt the first half; he punted 4 times the second half. Jordan Love had never once, not once, had he had an intentional grounding penalty in the last 3 years. He's had
and
one.
Then he got 2 in like 3 minutes,
and then they had a delay of game coming out of a timeout.
Yeah, they were just completely flustered.
The Bears had gotten in their head, and it showed in the final tally. And like Adam said, that was the final score was Chicago 31, Green Bay Packers 27. Do you want to talk about the Sunday game, or do you want to hear the voicemail I got earlier today?
Oh, you got a voicemail?
Yeah, you want to hear that? Okay, well.
Yeah, let's hear the voicemail.
Hi, Terry. It's Coach. I'm a little pissed at you. You told me that they weren't going to wear any special uniforms in the playoffs, but the Panthers came out in all that black, so yummy. I came down to Cancun to see the Chiefs and the Ravens play in the playoffs for the Cancun Invitational, and somebody lied to me. So I end up watching this Panthers game, and they're wearing black. So what the hell is going on, Terry? You tell me, and you don't even answer your phone.
He's a little upset at me, man.
Oh, he's probably...
I'm going to have to send him some flowers or something.
Yeah, well, you kind of dismissed him at the end of week 18, and you're like, oh, well, we won't have to see it because they don't really wear playoff uniform, or they don't wear special uniforms in the playoffs.
Yeah, I guess that's
I think he wanted to be part of things, but now he's off. Apparently, he's in Cancun.
And he was so mad he forgot to bring up the fact that the Bears were wearing blue on blue on blue. I mean, he just completely blew past that.
He was just mad.
Yeah.
He was just mad. I think he was probably pissed that somebody told him that the Chiefs and the Ravens were playing in the Cancun Invitational. He took it seriously.
Right.
He probably was looking forward to a football game, and there wasn't one.
Oh, poor coach. That brings us to the Sunday games. The early window, Bills Jaguars. Again, it looked like
fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was exciting. So I'm a little concerned for Josh Allen. He took a beating.
Oh, he did. I thought we were going to see son of a Mitch at some point in time. I thought we were going to see Trubisky out there throwing the rock around.
Yeah, I thought Trubisky was going to come out for sure because, I mean, Allen's been dealing with some injuries. He's got like a foot injury, like a toe or something going on, and he's got a shoulder or an arm
and then
going on.
Then he hyperextended his knee, and he hit his hand on the opposing defense's helmet, and he's like Elvis Presley at this point in time. He's got glaucoma. He's constipated.
he's got all the things. As long as he doesn't die on the toilet, he'll be okay. But yeah, that game, I saw the Jags handling them really well, and then the Bills do what the Bills do, and they are the highest scoring second half team in the league.
There's a helicopter flying over my house. Do you hear that?
It's probably Coach.
He's shit bombing my house.
Throwing fucking water balloons full of piss at your house or something. Yeah, Bills do what the Bills do, and they come back. And I mean, I don't know about this one. They pushed Josh Allen for like 11 yards to get that go-ahead touchdown
in just one play. In just one play.
In one play. Yeah, it was an 11-yard play, a push for 11 yards. And yeah, I think it's kind of ironic that the Bills, not the players, but the Bills organization were trying to get the push banned before the season started, and then they go ahead and they do the ultimate push, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's not the push, that's the snowplow," I guess they call it in Buffalo.
Yeah, snowplow. Anyway, final score on that one: Bills 27, Jaguars 24. Talking about the push, that brings us to the afternoon game and
here we go, the brotherly shove.
49ers flying across the country to Philadelphia. Another good game. The first 4 games of the wild card weekend were just fantastic.
Oh, like I felt like a kid at Christmas time. Like I was just like, how can the next game get even more exciting? Because every one of them had me on the edge of my seat.
Just phenomenal. 49ers win 23-19.
Let's talk about this though. The 49ers do it like with a banged up everything.
Everybody's missing.
Like banged up. They've got like 3rd and 4th stringers in some places.
I think their coaches have pulled hamstrings.
Yeah, they they got to change the whole San Francisco logo to just like one of those like wheelchair parking like
a handicap sign.
Yeah, because it's just like, holy crap, and they are so banged up.
And they lose Kittle to a torn Achilles.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so that's something that we're probably going to have to talk about maybe the next episode, but a ton of Achilles injuries this year. Like, what's going on?
In my lifetime watching football back in the 70s and 80s, it was ankles. Then they figured out how to strengthen the ankles between tape and braces and exercising. Then it became knees. Something else has got to give because they figured out how to strengthen a lot of knees. You see a lot of guys with knee bracing and taping and stuff. When you apply the kind of torque and the kind of pressure that these professional athletes put on their bodies day in and day out, and then some of them want to look jacked, so they're not hydrating properly. And I think that the combination of stronger ankles, stronger knees, not hydrating properly, looking jacked, I think that's causing some of these Achilles problems.
The year is 2072, and robots now play football.
It's going to look like that scene in Star Wars where they're just robots on wheels.
Yeah. So Eagles again. I said Eagles would beat up the 49ers here, and I was wrong. Eagles did it to me again, like we've been talking about all season. They didn't put up any points in a half.
No, they can't. They can put it up one half and not the next half. That's been their MO all season long, and I think there's going to be some wholesale changes there.
There already has been, but we'll talk about that after we get through the games. The Eagles, the Super Bowl champs, go home. 49ers advance.
And here's a little bit of oddity. There are 3 wild card teams playing next weekend for the NFC. Or not 3 wild card. In the NFC, it's 3 NFC West teams playing, and the Bears.
Yeah. That's. But we'll talk about that when we get to the games. Next game up is the Sunday nighter. This is the Adam shits a brick before the game even starts. Sunday nighter. I was not looking forward to my Patriots hosting the Chargers because they have a serious defense. I think they're ranked like number 5 in the league. Pretty serious defense. I was really worried for Drake May. And relief at the end of the game. The only touchdown the Chargers made was at Foxborough Airport.
Yeah. Patriots defense looks really stout. They look really good. A lot of good defenses in the AFC this year.
Yeah, and I mean it didn't look good early. I believe the score was like 6-3 at the half.
Mm-hmm.
But we got the touchdown and we got another field goal. It was like 9-3 at one point, and then there was a touchdown, and then that was the end of the scoring. And then defense just shut him down. And poor Justin Herbert. That's what happens when you've got like ranked like 40 out of 41 for your left tackle, and 39 out of 40 for your right tackle, and like nobody can protect them. Like they need to do something in LA. And I think you're going to see wholesale changes there, because I think that's the third time that the Chargers have gone wild card and exited first round.
One and done. Yeah.
So Patriots win this one with the largest gap so far in the games. Not a one-score game. Everything else was a one-score.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Chargers by 13 points. Everybody else was like 3-4 points.
Right. Well, I guess the Patriots didn't care about the nation as much as the rest of us do.
There you go. So they advance to the divisional round, and then finally we bring in the Monday Nighter, which I don't think is a right thing to do, but the schedule's the schedule. I think when it's playoffs, I don't think you should put any team on a short week.
I agree.
But here we are. When they expanded the wild card round, and they had to add extra games, you've got to put them somewhere, and they don't want them playing at the same time because they're all big national attention.
And
right?
they want all the ratings and all the advertisement.
They want all the viewers. They want it all. So Texans visit the Steelers, and what happened here, Terry?
Well, I have a little bit of tape if you'd like to hear it.
I'd love to hear the tape. So the last time these guys played was October 1st of 2023, and the Steelers had to go to Texas. They beat them 30-6.
So there's that.
So history repeats itself.
Yep.
And the Texans beat the Steelers 30-6. And how fucked up is that?
And another flashback we had. Flashback. And something we've talked about a lot this season on the pod. The Texans' defensive front four is just a force of nature, man.
This is going to be a heavy defensive game. Certainly was at the beginning.
It was, and everybody on the 4-letter network, with the exception of I think it was Jason Kelsey, everybody else picked the Steelers to win. And I'm thinking to myself, you guys obviously aren't listening to the pod, or you aren't watching Houston football. One of the two, because
they may die for not listening to Straight Off the Couch.
Well, yeah,
that's happened to a lot of historical figures.
It really has, and we have more of those coming up soon. But yeah, it really, I mean, we've been talking about it for 2 months on the show here. That defensive front four is probably the best unit in football. I mean, they're unstoppable, and with 4 guys.
Yeah, and let's talk about the only touchdown that the Steelers got was thrown to the Texans, and it was a pick six, and that would have been, if Aaron Rodgers retires, that will be his last pass ever, is a pick six to the Texans.
Mike Tomlin announced today he's not coming back, so that's 3 coaches that Aaron Rodgers has gotten fired. Mike McCarthy,
How good would it be to see Tomlin go coach the Ravens and Harbaugh go coach the Steelers? So that's the thing. The AFC North has 3 coaching vacancies right now.
It does. And there's one other observation you made that I think is worth hearing. This is your observation.
The Texans, like when someone's putting pressure on Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't play well.
Not this year. Historically, yes, but the last year or two, no. And that was proven again last night.
Yeah, they only got 6 points.
They got 1 sack where they didn't touch him.
Yeah.
They pushed his own lineman back into him.
He's just like, oh, they're going to get me anyway. I might as well go down.
He looked like Brett Favre with Michael Strahan coming down on him. It was wild.
So that leaves us now with the buys are coming into play. So those first round buys, those number 1 seeds, we're going to start seeing this weekend with everybody that's banged up and everybody that was in 1-score games. Challenge accepted, right?
Right. And I guess that moves us into previewing this coming week's the divisional round. The first game we have is 4:30 your time, Adam, 3:30 my time.
On Saturday.
On CBS Paramount. So boys and girls, that's where you find it, on CBS Paramount. The Bills going into Denver to play the Broncos and
the Buckaroos.
The Buckaroos. I got Baker on the brain. Yeah, the Bills going in to play the Broncos. It's going to be the Wild West show, I guess. Who do you like on this one, man?
Well, previous matchup was, I don't recall when it was. I'm going to say it was probably, let's see. Oh, it was January 12th of 2024. So that would have been last year's playoffs.
Yes.
The Bills smacked around the Broncos 31-7.
But they're not the same team this year.
Neither team is the same team.
No.
Right now we have the Bills are 4th in the league in points. Broncos 14th. Yards per game, once again, Bills 4th, Broncos 10th. Time of possession's a little bit better on the Buffalo side. Sacks 20th for the Bills, 1st for the Broncos, which is, that's big. Interceptions 13 or 11th for the Bills, 18th for the Broncos. So we have a little bit of a differential here in the defense.
Yeah, the Bills
considerations here.
The Bills defense just doesn't look as sharp as it has the last couple of seasons.
The considerations here is that this Bills team doesn't. I still don't think they look playoff ready, and they're still riding. They're still riding Josh Allen. He's got to do everything. Downside is Broncos. I mean, they got into that number 1 seed by winning games. Now it's questionable how they won some of those games. It wasn't because they've got like Bo Nix, who is a decent quarterback, but I don't know if he's playoff ready either. Broncos are at home. Elevation's a big thing in this game. They're above, sea level. Broncos have had 2 weeks off. That can either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what.
Right. Some teams handle it better than others.
So I got to go with the team with the home field advantage here, and I've got to take the Broncos. I also think that Josh Allen's pretty beat up after that Jags game, and it's a pretty short week.
I tend to agree with everything you said. However, I'm going to vote with my heart on this one, and I'm going to go Bills because I think Josh Allen he's going to die on that field because this is the year he doesn't have to face Joe Burrow. He doesn't have to face Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't have to face Jalen Hurts. He doesn't have to face anybody he would have faced the last 2 or 3 years.
Doesn't have to face Lamar.
Yeah. So this is kind of like the flag is being waved in his face, going, Josh, it's now or never. And I think he'll die on that field before he gives up. So I'm going to go Bills on this one.
You're going Bills, eh? Yeah. So I'm taking Broncos only because the Broncos haven't proved anybody wrong yet.
Yeah, no, they have. That's very, very, very valid.
Right. So, and I'm just looking at the Bills, and the Bills are beat up, and I've been saying that they're not playoff ready, even though they had a pretty impressive victory against the Jags. The Broncos can score.
They can
when they want to.
They
The
can.
Bills can really score, but I don't think they've gone up against the Broncos defense yet,
No,
or a team like it.
no.
So
well,
I'll take Broncos. Let's look at the next game.
that brings us to Saturday night game, 8 o'clock your time, at 7 o'clock my time, Adam. The NFC West match down, the Niners and the Seahawks, part 3. What's going on with this one?
Yeah, so these teams have met. This will be their third meeting this year. San Fran got the first meeting, and Seattle got the second one.
So this is rubber. This is the rubber match.
This is the rubber match. Now, the last meeting, this was not an exciting game. We covered it. 13-3 was the final score.
And the Seahawks just shut down the Niners offense. Just they couldn't fart without one of the Seahawks going, "Hey, you had eggs for breakfast," you know.
Now, I think San Francisco has got a little bit of like a Cinderella thing going on right now. Like, it's just, I don't know why.
They do, and there's a possibility they get Fred Warner back. He's the best linebacker in the league.
Neither of these teams are in the top 5 in any stat in the league.
No.
So, the best, points per game, Seattle's third in the league, but everything else is just nothing.
They just managed to win. I mean, they got the one game that was just 6 field goals. Yeah, they just managed to win.
They also have Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Sam Darnold's having a season. He is.
Okay.
So, what do you pick here? Do you pick the amazing we somehow can't lose 49ers, or do you take the first round bye Seattle Seahawks? Rest could be good or bad.
I'm going to go Seattle on this one just because I think they're destined.
Yeah, I'm picking Seattle here just because of that whole Pope thing that we talked about last week, right?
That's exactly it. There's going to be some paper.
And then the Pope is going to fuck them when they meet the Bears because the Pope's from Chicago.
He's from Dalton, man. Yeah, he's from Dalton. Yeah. The guy we had on last week, Mike, he had him as a substitute teacher. I got in with the Pope now. If you want a little papal leniency, let me know and I'll put the word in for you.
All right. Sunday games. We start at 2 o'clock your time, 3 o'clock my time.
And we have that massively mean Houston Texans defense going up to play your New England Patriots. Adam, I'm sorry.
This is the match that I want to see, but I never wanted to see.
I know. I'm sorry, dude.
Because
your anxiety level is going to be through the roof.
Dude, this is going to be... If this isn't the most exciting football game of the weekend, I don't know what is going to be, because we have two really good defensive teams.
Oh, yeah.
But we have one team that is second in scoring, and the other team's 13th.
And last night, Stroud threw what? They already had what? 4 fumbles?
Yeah, there was 5 fumbles. So Stroud's not taking care of the ball.
He's not.
The big question in this game is, does New England have an answer on that offensive line to keep that front 4 of Texas at bay? Because that's going to be the key to the game. I say Patriots win this because Drake May is going to roll right.
I think the Patriots are going to win it, but I think it's going to be a low-scoring deal. 10-7, 14-13, something like that. But I do see the Patriots just squeaking by, but it's going to be an uphill battle all the way. And caveat, I wouldn't be surprised to see Houston pull it out.
Yeah, so I'm scared. Like, I'm legitimately scared. It could go either way. I do have to back my Patriots on this one, but like, this is the team that I thought that these Texans, after watching them for the last 6 weeks of the season, I was like, dude, this is the team to beat. So if the Patriots can beat these guys, we'll see what happens. Next game, bro.
Well, we're going to review really quick here. Buffalo, Denver, 3:30 my time, 4:30 yours, CBS Paramount. The Saturday night game, Niners, Seahawks, Fox. That's on Fox, 7 my time, 8 your time. The Sunday afternoon game is on ESPN, boys and girls. So if you want to find that Sunday afternoon game, go to ESPN. I want to make sure everybody knew where to find the games. Because this time of year, you never know where they're going to be.
Okay, where's our next game out that we need to call here?
That's going to be on NBC, the Peacock. That is going to be 5:30 my time, 6:30 your time. It's the Rams coming into Chicago to play my Bears. And I'm a little concerned because the Rams offense, those two wide receivers are just phenomenal.
These teams met September 29th, 2024. Bears won 24-18.
And nobody expected them to either. That was a bad.
No,
that was a bad Bears
but
team.
they are going into Soldier Field. The first ranked points per game team, the LA Rams, versus the first ranked interception team, the Bears. The turnover differential here is plus 10 LA, plus 22 Chicago. So these are numbers to keep in mind. Yards per game are very similar. Time of possession is like 5 seconds apart. So there's not a lot going on there. This is going to be a grudge match. If they can contain Puka, that's going to be the answer to this game. But which Bears team are we going to get? Are we going to get the 4-quarter Bears, or are we just going to get the 4th quarter Bears?
Well, couple of more wrinkles to your excellent analysis there. Los Angeles Rams special teams are really, really, really struggling. They've struggled all year. The offense has almost had to overproduce to counteract how bad their special teams are. And the Bears have had some really good run backs on return, both punt and kickoff. And Manungai. And so that's something to watch out for, is the special teams play. I think it could make a difference in this game. And there's one other caveat that a lot of people aren't aware of, but because I'm a Chicago Bears fan, I am. Matt Stafford performs poorly in cold weather. Look at his history when he was with the Lions. He'd go into Green Bay when it was 12, 13 degrees and struggle. And this is going to be played outside. They're expecting a -4 wind chill.
I think the stat on Matt Stafford is in games 40 degrees or below, he is 1-15.
Yeah, so he struggles in the cold. And I don't know if it's grip on the ball or just something mental, but it's something else.
He also played for the Lions.
But the
when
Lions
they sucked.
But the Lions were a dome team.
Fair enough. But he had to go play Chicago and Green Bay twice or once, and 2 games a year.
It got to the point where if the Detroit Lions were coming into Chicago, I went ahead and marked that as a W in my book. Because they just didn't perform well in the cold, or he didn't perform well in the cold. So I am going to.
You're taking Bears.
I am going to take the Bears, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not feeling really confident about it.
I am taking the Bears just for the cold weather factor. The Rams seem to be the team to beat, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. I'm just going to take the Bears because of the Pope.
It'd be nice to not have 2 NFC West teams for the championship round. Just to have a little break in the viewing, but that means it's got to be Bears. So
yeah, so you got Bills, you've got Seahawks, you've got Patriots, you've got Bears. I've got everything the same as you, except for the Broncos I took instead of the Bills.
So real quick, how are we standing?
I gotta like uncheck everything, because the way I did this sheet, it gives me the tallies until I put up new points, and then it's like, oh yeah, we gotta eliminate, because everything's a loss until the games are completed.
Oh, right,
so
right.
It
Gotcha.
inflates our stats.
Gotcha.
So you're currently 43-31, and I'm currently 33-41.
Come on, Adam, you can do it.
I'm trying, buddy. And I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point. We just want to get Adam to 500, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Adam has to go the way of the Steelers and say bye bye bye.
All right, that brings us to one of our more popular segments, the straight into your stomach. I did the pork roast. It turned out really, really good. I'm having leftovers when we're done recording because it just went down so good. Real simple.
That good, huh?
Oh yeah, but I like a good pork roast. What about you, buddy?
So we did a crazy one here. We did a tater tot poutine.
What? Tater tot poutine. Yeah.
Yes. So in case you might in America you might call it poutine.
Well,
It's basically potatoes, usually French fries with cheese curds and gravy on top, and it's delicious. But we went with the tater tot version. I also put some like chicken strips in there too. I sliced up some chicken strips and threw
just
it
to
in
give it a
there
little
in the
something,
mix.
a little bite.
Just to give it a little something.
Yeah. Well, that sounds really
But,
good, man.
You know, some game day eats. I got to get back into shape after Super Bowl because I've just kind of been like flogging it. It's just like, oh, let's break out whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest.
Not eating the healthiest.
I'm going to be honest. Super Bowl, I'm getting a thing of Italian beef. You know, just because I'm not cooking that day. So
I'm probably gonna do like pizza and wings, but I'm gonna make everything myself.
sure. All right.
It's, expensive stuff out there these days. You know, pizza's like, I don't know, $30 for a pie or something now.
Do we have anything else we need to cover?
We're looking forward to this weekend. I hope you are as well. Those are listening. I also wanted to say thank you to all of you that are continue to listen and support us. And please share with one of your friends and tell them how great this podcast is. Because we could use the love.
I just want to get this one more time.
Love stinks.
Love's okay. Not the quarterback.
Well, that's what I'm talking about as a quarterback. Yeah.
Toyotathon's over.
Yeah, quarterback wise.
Love stinks.
Adam, where can the boys and girls find us at?
Oh, you can find us both on Facebook at Straight Off the Couch. That's facebook.com/Straight Off the Couch. You can find me, Adam Off the Couch, on X and Instagram. Yeah, I was going to call it Twitter, but no, it's Instagram. Go ahead, Terry. What do you got?
You can find me on the X at TREMUP. That's at TREMUP. You can find me on the gram at Terry. If you want to join me for one of those updates like Joe did earlier this week, by the way, Joe, thanks for joining us. If you want to join us for one of those, let us know. I'll be more than happy to give you a call. So, for my broadcast partner, don't leave things unsaid. Check on those you love. Enjoy the games this weekend. Everybody, see you next week.